A visionary, a builder, a leader whose influence stretches across industries, communities, and generations. Larry Tanenbaum's journey is one of determination, resilience, and unwavering commitment to shaping the future. From sports icons like the Raptors and the Argonauts, to pioneering initiatives in healthcare and science, his legacy is defined by a relentless drive to create meaningful change.
I was lucky to grow up in Toronto with parents who held family, Judaism, and giving back as core values. These remain central to who I am as well. My father was a self-made man whose parents immigrated from Poland in 1910. My father showed me the importance of hard work, community building, and perseverance.
My dad, I think, lives by the principle that you should have no small dreams, and you should have great teams working with you to advance an agenda.
My most meaningful accomplishment in life is my family. We're 18 strong and united in our love and respect for one another.
His wife, my mom, Judy, has been an amazing partner to him on this journey that they've been on together.
Judy and I met at Cornell, and we've navigated life together for 58 years. Her support, insights, strength, and commitment to always putting family first have helped to make our life what it is today.
I first met Larry in the early to mid 90s when the league was in the process of expanding to Canada. And Larry had a group that was interested in getting the Toronto franchise.
The pursuit of an NBA franchise for Toronto was one that had lots of twists and turns.
The team was awarded to a different group, but it just went to Larry's determination. Larry never gave up, and when the opportunity presented itself, not that many years later, Larry, of course, then became the principal owner of the Toronto Raptors. I think for generations to come, that Toronto Raptors NBA championship will have impacted the psyche of all young fans in that country. There's nothing, I think, like anything close.
You are the best fans in the league, and you all carried the flag. You all supported this team.
He was an early endorser of the WNBA. In fact, of course, now Larry's leading the group with the new Toronto Tempo and has been an enthusiastic supporter of women's basketball.
This is not just about the game, it's about creating pathways for young women and empowering communities.
When you think of the vast array of businesses Larry's involved in, the number of different industries that his businesses are in, and the level of expertise he has to operate all of these various businesses, not all of them related.
We have an amazing group here at Kilmer, a wonderful team in Coca-Cola Bottling Canada. My dad has time for everybody, and everybody feels that. I've heard that constant feedback where people feel like he gives them the time, whether it's on the factory floor of a Coca-Cola bottling plant, on a construction site, or at the hot dog stand at Scotiabank Arena. He gives people time, he listens, and people feel that, and they love him for that.
I encourage the next generation of leaders to embrace resilience. There isn't a straight path to success. Challenges and failures are inevitable, but they can also be the greatest teachers. They're opportunities to adapt, learn, and come back stronger. Integrity, respect, trust, resilience, and giving back. These values are central to both my professional and personal life.
My dad brings the same entrepreneurial energy to philanthropy as he does to business. That's very evident in the Tanenbaum Open Science Institute.
Larry came to me and asked if we could establish an institute, a framework for the application of science to the world of sport. At the time of the gift, it was the most significant gift that had ever been made.
He's encouraging opening huge data sets to accelerate discovery.
So he's very generous in that regard, not trying to restrict the promulgation of new inventions, new knowledge, insisting that they are made transparent in terms of the knowledge that is generated, and that's unusual.
He's always looked at the big picture. He's very forward-thinking, and he's extraordinarily well-informed in terms of trends and things that may be off into the future. Larry's had a great talent for identifying great executives, young people, mentoring them. And whether it was Brendan Shanahan or Tim Lewicki or Keith Pelly, he has a knack for getting people who have the same values, the same focus, and the same commitment and passion for the sport that we all do.
I take great pride in seeing my kids and grandkids embrace the values of hard work, integrity, and kindness.
He takes pride in me and my sisters, Julie and Lisa, his 10 grandchildren with whom he has a deep and meaningful relationship with each and every one of them.
For generations to come, they'll look at what Larry's accomplished in sports and all his other business, and they'll think of him as a model in the business community.
He has been an inspiration, a mentor, a friend, and a father. So, what more could a son ask for?
I don't have plans to slow down. I'm going to continue building world-class organizations and use those platforms to unite communities and drive meaningful change. Philanthropically, I'm optimistic that the research we support will lead to scientific breakthroughs that will strengthen healthcare and improve lives.
Please welcome Larry Tanenbaum, inductee as companion to the Order of the Canadian Business Hall of Fame.